From up here, an entire world can seem utterly insignificant.
Oh, I thought it was further away.
Welcome to the Hip Joint, where Futurama fans get in free. If you don't want gratuitous alien nudity sent to you, then like and subscribe. But if you do want gratuitous alien nudity sent to you, then also like and subscribe. Episode 2 is titled Fear of a Bot Planet, which is probably named after the 1990 Public Enemy album, Fear of a Black Planet. We see some more classic Bugs Bunny on the screen during the opening. The crew visit the Madison Cube Garden for the first time, named after the Madison Square Garden in New York. But it looks more like the Louvre in Paris to me.
Baseball wasn't... So they finally jazzed it up.
I loved playing baseball as a kid, but I've always wondered when they were going to jazz it up.
And Johnson played back in the days before steroid injections were mandatory.
Glork's 316. If you remember watching baseball in the late 90s or early 2000s.
2 anti-blurns, and the infield blurn rule is in effect, right?
Except for the word blurn, that was complete gibberish.
I guess none of baseball's old rules made the transition if blurn was the only word that made any sense. Zoidberg orders something crawling with parasites, which is weird. But what's even more weird is him ordering a young human on a roll, and the only reason he doesn't get one...
We're out of rolls.
Professor, turn me off, quick! Ah! See you at the office!
I really want to see what happened to Hermes' body when the bird was flying him around the room.
I've never made anyone's life easier, and you know it!
Bender has made it his life's goal to never make anybody's life easier.
Fine kick, sir!
One of the professor's more well-known catchphrases is,
Good news, everyone!
He gets close with this one.
Great news, everyone!
There was a sacred tribute to my ancestral prototypes, which happened to take the form of a drinking contest.
I'm willing to bet that all robot holidays are some kind of drinking contest. The professor sends the crew out on a delivery to Chapek 9, which is a reference to Czech playwright Karel Čapek, who coined the term robot in a 1920 play titled R.U.R. While setting up a party for Robonica, Fry and Leela learn that Bender was captured making the delivery to Chapek 9, and Leela's line is a rare moment when Futurama breaks the fourth wall.
I don't know. It's not an easy decision. If only I had 2 or 3 minutes to think about it.
2 to 3 minutes just to think about it. You thought about it and built those costumes in the same amount of time as an early 2000s ad break. Fry didn't say he was perfect. He said,
I can sort of dance like a robot. Will that help?
So there's no need to show off.
We should have gotten store-bought costumes.
Yeah, but there wasn't a Woolworths in this quadrant.
I was unfamiliar with the store Woolworths till I learned the last one in America closed in 1997. These 2 giant robots that guard the front gate are hilarious, and I'm putting them in the vote for the funniest moment.
Is the puppy mechanical in any way?
No, it is the bad kind of puppy.
This planet takes its human hunt very seriously, much like Uncle Sam did in World War I. Zero tolerance for humans or milk of any kind. My favorite show as a kid was this Yellow Sponge Under the Sea, and SpongeBob's voice actor, Tom Kenny, does the voice of this robot offering Fry some hot resin, along with 9 other characters throughout the show.
My friend and I have to go perform some mindless, repetitive tasks.
Sounds like a romantic evening.
This moment is similar to episode 2, when Leela used the oxygen tanks to free them from the quicksand, which left them with their tanks empty and about to die.
Every man for himself!
Her quick thinking here distracted the robot from suspecting them for the crime of being human,
Achoo!
just before giving away the ruse.
Get the humanoid. Get the intruder. Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
These anti-human patrol robots must have borrowed their voice discs from the robots in the arcade game Berserk from 1980.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
After Leela's sneeze blows their cover, they hide out in a movie theater playing It Came from Planet Earth, a robot version of It Came from Outer Space from the 1950s, which also appeared in 3D.
The 3D's great. Mine's not working.
The 2 teenage robots hanging out at Makeout Point are Wendy, voiced by Tress MacNeille, and Rusty, voiced by Phil Lamar.
It's perfectly safe to let our guard down, even for a second.
And the special effects in this movie are crazy. It actually looks like Rusty's head gets ripped off and eaten. And again, he's not credited, but I think John DiMaggio does the voice for the human in this movie.
Behold!
This is another one of my all-time favorite lines from Fry, after he learns there might be a deadly human in the movie theater. And it's my second pick for funniest moment.
Our movie theaters.
God help us!
As they're leaving the theater, they pass by some posters for some other robot-themed movies. There's I Was a Teenage Human from I Was a Teenage Werewolf, Barbot Streisand in Yentletron from her movie Yentl, Buffy Bot the Human Slayer from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and of course, it came from Planet Earth.
Try to stay with the crowd so no one notices how crummy you look.
Leela has no room to talk.
Oh, that was uncalled for.
I heard they unscrew our lug nuts at night and eat them at their human brunches.
Now, how did Bender go from being captured to celebrity in just a few hours?
But they let me go and I told them I killed 1,000,000 billion humans.
Oh yeah, that's how.
Death to humans!
Bender's action figurine that is a limited release along with his spoken word album gives us only the second time Bender's catchphrase has been said.
Bite my shiny metal ass!
At the start of the human hunt, the horn that is played by the robot is the same as the startup for the 4th generation Apple Super Mac.
Your basic human is between 3 and 25 feet tall and is made of a hairy, oily goo wrapped in a t-shirt.
Bender's description of humans isn't wrong.
Well, that makes 146,000 unsuccessful hunts in a row.
And if the robots do one human hunt a day for 146,000 days, that is equivalent to 400 years of unsuccessful human hunts.
But I've got a good feeling about tomorrow.
It's good to be optimistic.
I've got wealth, fame, and access to the depths of sleaze that those things bring.
Bender is by far the most fascinating character in the show. His obsession with wealth and fame is only equaled by his longing for purpose and acceptance. No matter how much money and fame he gains throughout the show, he is never satisfied on the inside.
Woohoo! I'm popular!
Bender, good news. Your album just went gold.
If Bender's album went gold that quickly, it'll be platinum in no time.
Isn't anyone gonna defend us?
Yeah, I mean, he may not have a case, but I'm genuinely not a human.
I can't believe Leela would sell out her own crewmate like that. What a captain. And I love this gag when the computer judge freezes and someone suggests Control-Alt-Delete, which has saved my life many times. Or the always popular
Turn him off and on.
Tom Kenny is also credited with voicing the robot judge.
I find the defendants guilty.
Are you all right?
Oh yeah.
Fry can definitely take some punishment. After Fry and Leela are sentenced, they are dropped down where they meet the robot elders, the true rulers of Chapek 9, and it's quite the lineup. The Green Elder, voiced by David Herman, the Blue Elder, Billy West, the Orange Elder, Maurice LaMarche, and Jimmy, voiced by John DiMaggio.
That's for sure.
Do it!
Do it!
Do it!
Do it!
Do it!
Do it! Do it!
Do it! Like our crippling lug nut shortage.
And a corrupt government of incompetent robot elders.
This is the second line about lug nuts. I wonder what these incompetent robot elders have to do with it. When the crew is escaping back to the ship, the robots stack on top of each other to catch up to them. But like we saw with the robot who caught Fry leaking coolant, once they start tipping, they're kind of f***ed, and they don't seem to be very sturdy either. Once they make it safely back onto the ship, Bender discovers the Robonica party waiting for him, just before getting served by Fry and Leela. And if you look back on the episode, Leela does the exact same dance as before.
How the hell do you do that?
In the photos at the end of the episode, there is one shot where you can see Bender holding a broken bottle up to Fry, and in the next photo, you can see multiple bandages on Fry's neck, meaning Bender got him at least a couple of times. And I'm making this my final entry for this episode's funniest moment. This is another great episode that could have been cut short if Bender had just made the delivery in the first place, which happened to contain all those lug nuts everybody was so worried about. But if he had, we wouldn't get so many great moments, like this got milk sign. But only one of these moments can be voted best of the episode. Will it be the two robot guards at the front gate?
Be you robot or human?
Robot, we be.
Administer the test.
No, it is the bad kind of puppy.
Then we'll go with that data file.
The flower would also have been acceptable.
Fry's irrational fear of humans.
Oh. Even now, humans are lurking in our playgrounds, our breezeways, perhaps even our movie theaters.
God help us!
Or this sequence of pictures at the end of the episode. Vote now or comment your favorite moment down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe.